Yo, what's up guys? It is Nigel here, and today I wanted to talk about some Tekken 8 stuff, and I guess just what the DLC characters, who they could be, the guest character wise, and just characters in general who I think could make it potentially for this first season. And yeah, let's just begin with the video, I guess, So, I think, personally, when it comes to characters that I think are missing to the roster, I do think Julia and Armor King are missing, but it feels as if we already knew that Armor King was going to be a DLC character, and Eddie, because Eddie was missing, and that just didn't feel right. So I definitely do see Armor King coming back for Tekken DLC, but if he's this season, that's kind of iffy, because I don't know, he's a headliner character, like a character that is very popular, so he either might be the last character for this season, or he'll be the beginning character for next season. I don't think he's going to be anywhere in between, because he's just him. Like, he literally sold so many copies for the game, like, not copies, but he was the most sold DLC character. Maybe copies, I don't know about that part. But definitely DLC-wise, he was the most sold one, so yeah. I do think the next character will be a female character. Now, what they could do is wait until Evo Japan or something like that, which I think is probably when they're going to announce the next character. Now, if I had to guess what the character would be, like who they would be, I think it would be a female character, so maybe like Julia Chang or Anna Williams. They could bring back Michelle if they wanted to as well, thinking about it now. Like female character wise, because I'm having a blank in my head for female characters. They could announce Tifa as a guest character, because it's like the biggest thing that people are saying, like, oh yeah, Tifa, this, that, and yeah, that'd be cool. I don't mind. I wouldn't really use her because I'm not a huge Tifa fan, but I think her being in the game makes a lot of sense, so I could definitely see her making it into the game. But they could not do that as well. They might save it for just Evo, not instead of Evo Japan. That's a possibility too, to save for guest character news. But those are the people I think that would be potentially next. It's definitely, I feel, as if a female character, just to balance it out, because you just don't want to do male, 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 male. For a DLC roster, you want to do male, at least one female, or at least two, and then male, male, to make it, balanced out a bit. So, personally, I think could be potentially the next character, is either Julia, or something like that, Anna Williams or Tifa, but I don't know. And I guess another character that I think could be returned would probably be Miguel. I feel as if he's just another character that's missing in this game. I don't know. I don't know, like, Shaheen making it is still crazy to me, like, over Eddie or Miguel or something like that. I think he definitely has potential to make it too in this game as well. Also, thinking about it now, they could bring back Bruce. Now, his story technically kind of ended already, in a way. Like, he's kind of done, but they could bring him back if they really wanted to. I don't think they're going to bring back Leia, only because they added him and no one used him, so it's like, okay, we'll remember that. Unless they want to, like, remix him and give, like, this is Leia's kid or something like that, then I could see potential if they make him cool for people to like or something. I don't know. But I don't see Leia coming back at all, really, because of that. Like, that's like a big thing. Like, they messed up on the fans specifically, not even the creators, just the fans. So yeah, like, how you gonna say bring him in the game and then not use him? Like, come on now. But then again, like with the Bruce thing, like I was saying, instead of Bruce, they could just bring back Fukuram, because it makes sense, because Muay Thai or whatever. Josie ain't coming back. Let's be real with you. Lucky Chloe ain't coming back. Let's be real, honestly. Like, those characters ain't coming back. Gigas ain't coming back here. Let's be real. And I'm not even really sure about Katarina, but technically she'd be the best option out of all the female characters in Tekken 7, like base roster. She technically would be the best, but if we're counting Lydia, then I think Lydia would. The only reason why I think Lydia wouldn't make it is because Reina's in the game and she fights kind of similar to her. It's just that, she has the Mishima stuff too, so not exactly, but similar in a way, because that's most people say that about her. She's like, man, kind of like Reina, but not in a way. But yeah, so that's how I feel about the Tekken 7 roster. I feel as if the people that came back, or that can come back, would probably be either Katarina. I don't think Lydia, so probably just Katarina. Maybe Lucky Chloe if people really desire it. I don't desire it because I don't like her, but those are the only two really potentially. But yeah, for female characters specifically. But I'm hoping this is just going to be Julia and Anna, because that makes the most sense. Maybe for season 2 they can come back, but it's not season 1. Like, I really want Julia to play. Please. When it comes to also other guest characters, since I mentioned Tifa before, I think people also want Baki in the game. I do think that would be kind of cool to have him, but not exactly. And some of you say, even if not Baki, then Yujiro. That makes more sense, honestly, because the Kazuya, the intro of Kazuya and him, we gotta go bananas, honestly, if you think about it. But even still, I don't think that would be a good match necessarily. Like, they're doing some overworldly stuff in that series, which could fit in the Tekken universe. So, I mean, technically, But I rather them add someone like that is, or add a series that's a bit more realistic in a way. Like it's still not still not realistic per se because of the stuff it has. But King and Astra and Oma, I think would fit a lot better personally. Like sure he is the Kaioken thing, but that could be the Heat thing for him personally. I think that would fit a lot better. And it's just like the martial arts is like not everything he's doing is obviously real, but a lot of it, like the gestures, how he fights and stuff like that, and things. There's actually videos about that. Like, man, you can actually do this and this in that fight or whatever. Like the stuff that they do in that series. Like, so it's like, okay, that'd be pretty cool to have that, and it'd be easier for the mocap people to work with there. I would say that's just my opinion personally. But if he had to choose, I would probably choose that. Even though I do like Baki a lot, I can't really decide like which series if I like more. But I definitely would prefer King and Ashura over that. Now, if we're talking the guest character that I want in the game, but I don't think will be added in the game. Because it's just like, there's a reason, I'll explain after, but it'd be Kiryu Kazuma. You don't understand. He would fit so well in Tekken, for me personally. I think it would just be absolutely amazing. But the reason why I don't think he could make it is potentially for one reason, or maybe two. I think it is because Virtual Fighter 6, I think if they do have DLC for that game, I think he'll be his guest character for that game, personally, because it makes the most sense because it'd be their own property and they're just adding to it. Or, again, I still haven't made a video about that now I think about it. Yakuza fighting game, I need to make a video about that. I have not done it yet. But I feel as if there was a Yakuza fighting game, there would be no point into having him in there, but that's just a what if thing. But I'm going to make a video about that one day, I promise. I will do it, eventually. But yeah, he would be like a dream character for me, or even not even just him, maybe Yagami from Judgment, but I think that'd be less likely because his face is actually from a person that is a actor, so that's even more money, so I don't think they would do that, and there's already problems with that with Sega and them, actually, from what I remember correctly, so probably not. So if anybody from that, it would be Kiryu. So that's my pick for the game, but I don't think he'll make it. I think Tifa's going to make it personally because people have been voting for her a lot, so, and Final Fantasy just came out, so it's like, but that would be the character I would want to see in the game. Now, when it comes to the order, I think when these characters could potentially come out, like Eddie's first, obviously, and the second character will probably be announced somewhere in Evo Japan because we do know Eddie comes out in spring, so it's either this month or next month, most likely, that I think he'll be showing up for coming out at least. And if it's not a female character next, and if it's like a male character, they could do honestly like Miguel or something. If it's not gonna be someone super crazy, well then again, if it's Evil Japan, it might be. So maybe Armor King, but I think that actually might be less likely to happen only because he sells a lot. So either it's just gonna be at Evo, like the Evo, not the Japan Evo, or he'll be probably next year because that makes the most sense because he's a headliner type of character. Because Eddie is too in a way for like the first DLC character. So yeah. So, like I said, Miguel or someone light that's like, okay, cool, I'm glad he's back or something. Or maybe even a new character, but I think it's a little too early for new characters, so maybe like season 2 or 3 or something. So, Miguel, maybe Tifa or Kiryu, who just guest character slot for Evo, essentially, unless they do Armor King or something like that. Guest character. Last character could be, maybe someone light or someone big too that someone has been requested, because I don't think they're going to do 2 guest characters this year, because that might be too much, maybe. I don't know, that's just my thought process. So that's what I'm thinking. So it is going to be a male, and then the order doesn't matter. It's just going to be male because we have Eddie first, female character, male. So no particular order, but that's just how I think it's going to be. So there's going to be at least one female character. And if there is only one female character, then I think the spot would go to Tifa or something like that because everybody's been begging for it. If that doesn't happen, then it'll be next year most likely. But if that is not the case that it's her, then I still think the slot could be open to Anna or Julia or something like that. But if they do 2 female characters, then, if one of them's not Tifa, like I said, Julia, Anna, that makes the most sense. When it comes to males, there's a lot of male characters to choose from, but we are missing a dirty fighter, which would be Miguel, and we are missing like a big character that does like big damage, so even Marduk or Bob or something, something around those lines. And I think, like I said, it's too early for a new character, but that's just my opinion. So it's kind of hard to predict this necessarily, but there is going to be always a guest character for each season. Now, if we're getting 2 for this season, I don't know, but it makes sense for just them to have 1 just to start it off, because I think from season 1 there was only 1, which was just Geese, I think. Actually, no. I think it was Noctis and Geese, so never mind about that. Ignore that point, but I think they'll just do 1 seriously for this season, and then dump all the stuff into season 2 for big stuff. But then again, because the game is already selling relatively well, but I don't know. Like guest characters it varies on that one. Maybe they might just do no guest characters. They did that for the last season. They for the first season they did 2. Second season they did 1. So that it just really just depends on what they want to do. But yeah. But either way, that is pretty much the end of the video. I don't want to make this video too long because, you know, it's just talking about characters and stuff like that. So, you know, let's take it easy here. But either way, let me know what you guys think down below. Who will make it to the game? What guest characters you want to see? Or whatever. I just want to know what you guys think, you know? But either way, I hope you guys have a great day, night, noon, or whatever time period you guys live at, man. And I will see you guys next time.